All right, coming up next is our main event, a matchup for UFC Women's Bantamweight title.
New headset, y'all. No static. I appreciate y'all. Hit the subscribe button.
So here is the first UFC.
Thank you for not dropping me because he was getting static for about a good 8 videos that I didn't know was in there.
Muay Thai practitioner Joe, world class, 10 world titles in Muay Thai, in which she compiled a record of.
Because I'll sit up and I'll record like 8 hours.
Championship fight. Didn't earn any bonus money, but it did earn her the
and then I go back and edit, like, you know, for like 2-3 days. It's like I'll play for like a few hours every day, and then I'll spend a couple hours editing every day. So I might record something like on Monday, but I might not even get to edit it until like Wednesday. So that's basically how I had all those videos like that. But new headset, y'all, so no static now. It's funny because I mean I could hear myself, but this headset, like my old headset, I could hear myself clearly back through that one. This one is like it's completely cuffing my ears.
She is in great shape, motivated and determined to step in here and put on a championship level performance and retain her title.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
How come they don't have any women in your corner? I trained against all women. Why do I think that was the French flag? You're 45 years old. You should be sitting down somewhere and playing with your grandkids. Stop it. Getting in this ring with these young dogs. I put all these tattoos on Lee.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
scheduled for 5 rounds if need be. All right, so here we go with this women's championship fight. She won her last fight by knockout, successfully defended the title. And in this division, a lot of women have succumbed to her power. They think they know what's coming, but once they feel it in the octagon, it's a totally different animal. So obviously, the #1 contender tonight believes she's prepared for what's coming back. We'll see how she deals with the early offensive onslaught from the champion.
Okay, why is it?
Oh, nice leg kick there. Very nicely done.
Our first round is underway, and you better watch out for the overhand punches. When
Okay,
you're
bro.
an opponent of this caliber, it really has become a patented punch of hers, and something that a lot of opponents know is coming, but still can't account for. Let's see how long it takes her to find her range here tonight. Sound technique on that kick, Joe.
A nice uppercut.
They said they tried just head kicks on him.
Mixes it up with the kicks. Nice shot.
Well, she got kicked flush to the body there, Joe, right underneath her elbow, right underneath that guard. But it almost looks as though she's moving right into it. So until she makes the adjustments, you can figure her opponent is going to continue to attack that area.
Hip escape. Gets out of the full mount. She's moved back to full guard now. She's now back in full mount. She's in half guard now. She's in full mount again. It appears she's trying to attempt a submission. Yes, she is. Look at this, though. Oh, this is not good at all. Oh, that's it.
She got some bruises on Lee.
Beautiful technique setting it up and a beautiful job in getting that submission.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that arm bar locked in tight for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by
When I made Lee, I didn't think about making her straw weight, so then I could move her up and have 2 belts. I don't understand that why he said Lee and then he said lie at the end. I don't get that, bro. How did they even let that through the game? Like he don't know that the LI is Lee.
No match for the champion here tonight, and the celebration is on. Hard to blame them after this result here tonight. Congratulations to the and still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.
Finally got a submission victory. Health going down though.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. When the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion won her belt, no one knew what to expect from the fighter with the exciting style and unyielding confidence. Yet since that memorable title-winning night, she has successfully defended the belt multiple times, and she shows no signs of slowing down as her next title defense approaches.
But last time you didn't want to dap it.
Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, it is our main event, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight title. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening.
We already know she's bigger than me, so we gotta get in the inside.
More than 15 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. All right, now for the introduction, we go to Bruce Buffer. All right, here we go. UFC Women's Bantamweight title is on the line. All right, she won her last championship fight by submission, and the expectation is tonight that she will have advantages in that realm of mixed martial arts yet again. All of that.
Jumping knee.
Oh, huge knee to the head, Joe. That is a plus athlete right there.
Nice combination. Oh, flying knee. Nice leg kick.
Well, she left her head wide open there, Joe, and she pays for it as the head kick lands up top.
Why is it not?
Way to get that head off the
Oh, flying knee. Body kick, look at that.
goes in and secures the takedown.
Very
Right.
And a hammer fist. It appears she's trying to attempt a submission. Yes, she is.
Oh, I forgot to try that other move.
Leg down. Push the arm across the face. Pull down on the head. That's it. That's it.
I forgot to try that other move, damn it.
Great job in getting this fight to the ground quickly and getting an early submission.
Well, Joe, can't say we're all that surprised, right? She told us during fight week that she needed to work on her overall efficiency.
I got my kicks up. That's all I practiced was my kicks. That's why I got damage on it this time. More damage than before. I was at like all level 2, level 1 kicks. Everybody else was just because I was just getting to them. I mean, they were weaker, so I was just getting to them. I had to step it up. I say that I was like, I got all like level 4 and level 5s available.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
I'm still, like, the takedowns are still bothering me, though. I want to have 100%. I'm sorry, I do. But I need to have at least 2 out of 3. Damn, look at the energy going down so quick, bro.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Division title. So we get another look tonight at the former UFC Women's Bantamweight title challenger, Alpha Cat Zingano. You may recall she set herself up for that title fight with a devastating TKO come-from-behind win against the current champion, Amanda Nunes. That was back in 2014. When Cat Zingano's healthy, she is one of the best strawweights in the world. Unfortunately for Cat, that's been a big part of the challenge, being healthy enough to make the walk. Our tale of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Zingano is 18 years her senior. The rest is roughly identical. Here's Bruce Buffer. All right, here we go. UFC Women's Bantamweight title is on the line. All right, she won her last championship fight by submission, and the expectation is tonight that she will have advantages in that realm of mixed martial arts yet again. All of that said, the message from her camp during fight week was, we can't rest on our laurels. We have to be prepared that this contender has shored up her submission defense. So we're going to take what she gives us. If we have to go into the 5th and final round, so be it. We're going to let the fight play out. A little bit of a feeling out process perhaps early. We know this is mixed martial arts and anything can happen. We are prepared for the unpredictable here tonight.
She's got the back mount. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Oh, man, I love it. Into full guard. Nice reversal.
Left hand.
Back to full guard. Wow. Big shot from the bottom.
Half guard here, making these shots count.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful right hand by the champion.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
Full mount.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Zingano. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Nice. Excellent posture here. Good punch. She gets her back again. Excellent movement here on the ground. She's going under the chin. Wants to slide that forearm under the chin.
Oh, we got no time.
Get the choke. Look at that. That is high-level ground game there. Incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Used excellent technique in getting that choke for the victory.
Well, they get the desired result here tonight, Joe. You know, she's been working hard on her submissions, and clearly it played out that way here tonight. A near-perfect setup on the choke. She clearly got it sunk in deep, and
real tight choke here. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
That's better. Alright, got all my main events. Ah, man, I ain't get the extra bonus. I need 9 more fights.
All right, coming up next, it is our main event, a matchup for the UFC Women's Bantamweight title. All right, now let's... Scheduled for 5 rounds if need be. All right, so round 1 is underway after her last fight. You heard Bruce Buffer say, and still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. She is trying to have him say it again here tonight. She is unquestionably the #1 135-pound fighter in the world. She has successfully defended this belt in the past, and she believes here tonight she's on a different level than the #1 contender. We'll see if she can prove it here and turn those words into actions as round 1 gets underway.
Oh, there's a big kick to the body. That left kick from the southpaw position is a very big advantage because it lands on the liver.
She's 6'6", bruh. That's why I'm not even taking this serious.
That back power kick to the liver. Nice shot. Wow. That left high kick came out of nowhere.
Come on, man. Come on, 2K. I mean, damn it.
Perfect execution as she gets the single leg takedown.
And she's inside control.
Submission attempt for her now.
It looks like she's got it locked.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Smell my butt.
Outstanding.
She's 6'6", bro. Come on, man. That's why I wasn't even taking it serious, bro.
Technique in getting that choke for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, hard to find any fault with her execution there down the stretch. She set up the choke perfectly, clearly had it sunk in deep, and her opponent got to the point where she was going to go to sleep if she didn't tap out. So the tap comes, and no bigger win than the one she just turned in here tonight.
Let's look at it from a different angle. Reverse triangle, perfectly executed for the submission victory. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold. Ladies and gentlemen,
How did I only get 11 out of 20? I know they was putting a block, but you still get credit for the shot even when they block it. Man, this is stupid, bro. That's why I'm glad that was the last fight for the night, man. I'm getting off of this shit. Bro, come on, man. The hell. Anybody want to even take that damn fight? I'm gonna change gyms too.